Hey guys, I said I would be back, and I am back. Give me a moment. So I just finished with my 3 clients that I had, and a bit famished. So I am getting a little bit of organic peanut butter. Actually, I use, what do I use? What is this? This is Nature's Promise. This is generic brand natural peanut butter. So give me 1 second. So as soon as I was finished with my client, I had to run up the street to Planet Fitness and get my card changed over. Blah, 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 which is why I'm a little bit late. And I promised you guys that I would come back on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I apologize that I'm a few minutes late, but, you know, I love you guys, so I want to make sure I keep my word to you. All right. So what we attempted to do earlier was a walkthrough of the new edition, the new republication of Julie Cuccia-Watts' Ancestral Path Tarot. And I just received my copy in the mail today, and I'm so excited. So in the previous video, I showed you a little snippet of the original. So let's see, where can I put this where you can actually see the box? There's the new version. This is the first publication that came out in 1988. And you can see the difference in size. It's almost 2 inches all around, 2 inches larger. And you can purchase the cards directly from Julie. And let me just bring up her website right quick. Of course, it can be said I should have brought up the website before I came back on to do this live video. However, there just wasn't time. I was just really busy. And okay, so Julie Cuccia-Watts' website is New Moon Trading Co.com. newmoontradingco.com, and that co is spelled C-O. I guess it's short for company. newmoontradingco.com. So please check her out. And it's always wonderful when you can purchase directly from an artist, however their works are published, whether it's published through a big trading company or independently published. It's always good to purchase directly from the artist. That way they get the most benefit of your financial support. Let's see. I just want to let you know everything that Julie Cuccia-Watts offers. You will see it on her website, but let's see if I'll go to trading. Okay. So you can purchase a copy of the Ancestral Path Tarot, which is now available in a new, larger size. Ma'at Tarot cards, which she self-published. And she has I believe she's got 2 different sizes. She's got a large size and a smaller poker card size of that. I have a copy of the Ma'at Tarot as well. I also have a copy of her Journey into Egypt tarot deck. You can purchase that. And she also has a wonderful hardcover guidebook for that deck. And let's see what else. Oh, I also have the Ma'at Tarot app, which is available at foolsdog.com. It's a beautiful app and a great way to, use the cards on the go for meditation. And she also has the Journey into Egypt Tarot and Artist Journal. And let's see, it says the Journey into Egypt Tarot and Artist Journal takes you through the process of the daily acts, the revisions, the envisioning, and the slow and profound work of one woman's experience creating a tarot deck. She also has 2 coloring books for adults, Journey into Egypt Tarot coloring book and Ma'at Tarot coloring book. And let's see, a Journey into Egypt Tarot journal to record all of your new readings, and the Ma'at Tarot book series. She's got an activity book and a Ma'at book of moon signs. And tarot in, let's see, that's a tarot journal and hardcover. She's got a lot of stuff. So, hey, check out her website. Because if I keep reading everything that's available on her website, we will never. Oh, and Blue Moon Tarot. Okay, let me stop. Check out Julie Cuccia-Watts' website, newmoontradingco.com. All right. So, without further ado, this is what we're here for. I'm going to give you a quick run through. So, the original deck is this size. It's pretty, a little bit, I guess it's a little bigger than poker cards, bridge cards. That's about the size. And so these are the original. I really love the backs of the card. So this is the original deck. And let's see. So this is the original deck. How many, Oswald Spangler asked, how many tarot decks do I have? Not as many as most tarot enthusiasts, because I'm just really not into collecting decks. I am a huge fan of Benabel Wynn, so I will own her first edition of her Spirit Keepers Tarot, as well as the second edition. And I own several more. I would say probably 10 tarot decks. So real enthusiasts, who are really into collecting tarot, they have hundreds of decks. I've heard of someone having 1,200 decks. That's really not my thing. But, I'm not really a tarot collector. I have Benabel Wynn because I really love her spiritual journey, what she teaches. And I also have Julie Cuccia-Watts for the same reason. A really wonderful, amazing woman, and really appreciate what she teaches. Okay, so you saw the size comparison. These cards are ginormous. Beautiful. So the Ancestral Path Tarot by Julie Cuccia-Watts. The Ancestral Path Tarot by Julie Cuccia-Watts threads together the diverse beliefs of various cultures in order to find commonalities of experience between them. Let's see. Let me hold on 1 second. Okay, hopefully I won't get any phone calls. The Ancestral Path Tarot by Julie Cuccia-Watts threads together the diverse beliefs of various cultures in order to find commonalities of experience between them. It examines the traditions of our ancestors through mythology to reclaim a personal spirituality that enables us to perceive the divine in ourselves and others. The Ancestral Path Tarot emphasizes the living tradition of all human cultures for us to factor into our worldview. The deck portrays paths created by ancestors of different times and cultures for our consideration. So we're going to take a quick perusal through this deck. Here is the guidebook. It gives you information on each card. And here's the deck. This is the Fool's card. and that is Tracy Hoover, I believe. She is the woman who wrote the original guidebook for the deck. That's the Fool's card. And here is the back of the cards. Again, the moon symbolism, and a beautiful, soft gray backing. The Magician. You can see all the detail. The High Priestess. And you know, I can't really say which of the cards are my favorite, because just when I say, oh, this is my favorite, and then I see another one, and I see another one. So this is the High Priestess card. And if you look on the scroll there, you see the Tree of Life, and you see Egyptian hieroglyphics in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. And I never noticed that. The one thing that I really appreciate about this new deck, not only does it no longer have the borders, which, you know, I thought the borders were cute and all, but you get to see more of the artwork, and it's expanded and much larger. The Empress. And when I saw that, I remember years ago when I saw this card, I thought, that looks like Julie. The Emperor. The Hierophant. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, of course, the Hierophant is a male image, an image of a man teaching. And it looks very stern, and he's got 2 male students, and this one is a woman and 2 female students. So there's definitely a softness to this card. But even so, that softness, you know, there's still that discipline and that tradition and that, you know, initiation. The Lovers. Chariot. Isn't that gorgeous? Justice. The Hermit. I like his staff. I like the way he's walking into the wind. And it almost looks as though stardust. It almost looks as though he's creating a universe within the wake of his gate. He's creating a universe as he stands upon the precipice looking down. Isn't that gorgeous? The Wheel of Fortune. It's beautiful. Strength. You see that? Very gentle infinity sign right up in the clouds. A lot of subtle, wonderful clues in this card. You notice how the lion's legs are stretched out behind him, and you see his tail as if he's fanning his tail about. There's no stress. There's just pure gentleness within this string. Oops, that's the back of the card, so let's turn that around. Death. Got the white owl back there. Welcome, Charles, welcome. The Hanged One. With the umbilical cord wrapped around the baby's foot. Ready to come in once again, a new perspective, letting go. Temperance. Beautiful. Look at the expression on her face. Very focused. very ancient ancestral look about her. And that hair, like a wild woman. I can almost feel the sensation of the bowls in her hand, probably like half gourds, gourds that were cut in half and containing water. Death. Oh, the chains. I'm sorry, this is the devil. The chains that bind us. Plagues our consciousness. The tower. Look at that tower. And that lightning. That's a very startling, almost violent scene. Ripping apart those things that we thought were once beautiful and magnificent. This is a very iconoclastic card. I think that's the word that comes to mind. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Charles says that looks like Notre Dame. Wow. I hope Julie's watching this and she sees it. That comment you just made, that is interesting. The star almost looks like the same woman from the Temperance card. And you see over in the pillar, I don't see the face of a lion there. Maybe I'm wrong. Or jaguar, I'm not sure. And you see the astrological glyphs in this image. The moon. The moon. The sun. Isn't it startling? The scarab. I believe, is that Anubis? And this one, Judgment. When I was looking at it earlier and Julie was on the live watching, I said, this sort of reminds me of a dream. Like it's a dream within a dream within a dream. Welcome, Roddy, the Blue Mystic. Welcome. She's coming up out of her bed. It's almost like she's floating through water. Like so many emotions she's dealing with. And isn't it, you know, our emotions, our thoughts, our nightmares, our dreams that sort of judge us. And then there's this hand. She's reaching out through the water. There's this hand and there's this brightness of day to help pull her out. She's got her opportunity for new life, for resurrection, the world. So this is the what do you call this? The Suit of Swords. Let me see. The Suit of Swords, and this is from ancient samurai culture in Japan. So this is Izanagi, King of Swords, Izanagi. So I know there's a god and goddess, Izanagi and Izanami. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords from Japanese culture. How beautiful. Look at that. And look how she's containing the waters and controlling the waters with her hands. Welcome, Julie. Welcome. Might have to edit the first part of this video. I was talking about peanut butter and everything. And Julie, if you get a chance, if you can type your website address into the chat, newmoontradingco.com. That's newmoontradingco.com. Prince of Swords. What I like about this card, look at that face. I mean, that is some concentration of key, of energy right there. I think you did an amazing job of capturing the energy of the samurai of that period. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. It is gorgeous. And again, what's really nice is that you have a full image. It's like every card is a magnificent work of art. And if memory serves me correct, they were all made from large oil paintings. Look at this one. 9 of Swords. Look at the look. Look at the emotion on her face. 9 of Swords. Another one of my favorites. They're all my favorites. 8 of Swords. And cherry blossoms in the background. Bamboo mats. Look at that smug look on his face. He's getting away with something. Look at the tattoo on the side of his arm. And he's trying to impress her. The cherry blossoms in the background. It's like some sort of festivities are going on. And this monk here, sitting in meditation, seeking Satori. That's beautiful. Looks like he's cleaning up the dojo, collecting all of the swords after either he was practicing sparring with his friends or he is working his way up and cleaning up after the other people that have been training. Ooh, 4 swords. When I look at this one, this sort of reminds me of like, okay, so you have the monks there, the men there, they're doing their thing, and she's sort of in the background, and she's working her own special blend of magic. She's going to do what she needs to do quietly and on her own. That reminds me of some nice incense burning in the background. And these are just my thoughts as I'm looking at the cards. It's been a long time since I've either used the cards or looked at the guidebook, so. This is Samurai. The young maiden, probably either her grandmother or her mother. Got some more statues right there. Aren't these gorgeous? 2 of Swords. I like the slight crescent of a moon in the background there. I like the feel of the cards. They're not too flimsy. They're not too thick. Ace of Swords. Is that Mount Fuji in the background? So next we are on these staffs. I think it's staffs. Staves. There you go. And ancient Egyptian culture is used here. So this is the King of Staves. Very powerful, stately card. Look at the look on his face. Very stern. Man on a mission. You are not getting anything past him. And she is very stately and dignified. She knows her power. You're not going to be able to pull anything past this queen. Is that like a jaguar or a panther? maybe a dog, I'm not sure, in the background, lapping up from the River Nile. The Prince of Staves. Absolutely gorgeous. The Princess. She reminds me of an Ethiopian woman I once knew. Princess of Staves. Oh, and you see the three pyramids, black, red, and white. The original color of the pyramids. Very interesting. And I know that was one of the revisions, if I believe correctly. Yes, Abyssinian. And the Ten of Staves. Nine of Staves. This is a gorgeous deck. Like each card, a little painting in your hands. Eight of Staves. My apologies. Another of my favorite cards, Seven of Staves. Six of Staves. I just wonder what the dreams Julie was having at the time she was painting this deck. I mean, there must have been profound creativity, profound communication with spirit when this deck was being created. Five of Staves. Looks like you have some scribes. I don't know if this is like either a pharaoh or a general or something, and you have the scribes there. He's maybe taking a dictation, and this one looks like they're charting a map, because you see a compass in his hand. Can you see that? I'll bring that up a little bit closer. And another one over here looks like he's doing some sort of calculations, measurements. Right, Charles. Charles says, I like this a lot. I do too. That's why, come hell or high water, I said, I'm getting back on here to do this video. I made a promise to get back on today. I was going to say, hey, I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. And I'm like, I can't do that to Julie. I told her I would be back today. Look at that. Four of Staves. It's like, almost looks like two young lovers sitting there. I haven't personally, but I know that Julie has. Julie definitely has. It's like two young lovers. She's enraptured by listening to him. I see there's an apple sitting next to him. Isn't that gorgeous? You can almost feel the warmth and the glow from the gold that is on the pillars. And mangoes and either grapes or dates. I don't know. I think these look like grapes. And those remind me of dates over there. Probably a vase of wine or water in this vessel. I mean, each one of these paintings is like fodder for your imagination, fodder for communicating with spirit. Julie says, made a lot of changes after actually being in Egypt. Oh yeah, that's right. So the original deck she created, she had not been to Egypt yet. But then once she did go, she noticed, okay, there's some things that I need to change, like I remember from the interview I did with her. The color of the Nile River, she had to adjust that. The color of the pyramids. Sorry, 3 of staves. Three of staves. And this is 2 of staves. Would I not love to have a little veranda right on the banks of the Nile? Taking my naps there, watching the ships pass by, without a care in the world. Little canopy to shade me from the sun. Ah, another stately card right here. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that ankh and the colorful bands. And I could almost like, it's just this, you're so gorgeous, Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at the fire. It's so beautiful. And another thing I like about the cards is the finish. It's not too glossy, it's not too shiny, it's just right. You know, I put this, I don't see my fingerprint smudges all on it, just good, you know, because I work with oils and stuff. I mean, of course, you don't want to have oils in your hands. I did wash my hands, but, you know, our natural oils sometimes can smudge everything. So this is the King of Cups. So this is the Suit of Cups, which is the Arthurian England time period. You know, the King Arthur time period. Look at that. So we're having the ancestors, Asian, African, indigenous Americas, and European. And what's really cool is, you know, especially in this day and age when we can do our DNA test and we find out we have a little bit of everything in us, you know, able to, you know, all of the ancestors of the earth. Pendragon, Arthur Pendragon. The cross in the background. Queen of Cups. Charles said he went from Luxor to Aswan on his honeymoon. Ooh, that sounds nice. A wonderful way to spend the honeymoon. Oh, do I not love this? Okay, so just imagine you're in the castle and you're looking at the stained glass window and the sun is either rising or setting, and you see the faint glow of the sun light coming through the window, reflecting off the stained glass and leaving just a hint of color on the stone walls. That's awesome, Julie. Awesome. Prince of Cups. Got a little bit of Fabio going on here. Oh, got the lightning in the background, the White Stallion, a little bit of a curly mane. This is so gorgeous, very lush. He is the House of Pendragon. Take a look at his face. Nice chisel, good bone structure. Those aren't teeth. That's just the little flag thing on the bridle. I know it almost looks like the teeth. If you do like that, it's like Mr. Ed. Princess of Cups. Ooh. I don't know why. She sort of reminds me like maybe she has been initiated by the Lady of the Lake, been initiated in Avalon. You see a little bit of a crescent moon on her forehead. She looks like she is gathering up herbs to put into her chalice, into her cups. I'm sorry, into her cup, making some sort of potion. And almost like the fire, the light, or maybe, well, it couldn't be the moonlight because it's, you know, in front of her. Like the light of the fire is glowing on her face. And even though she's a princess, which, you know, in most cases denotes a young maiden, I just get this sense of an ancient soul and she's gathering herbs for something or another. Look at that beautiful rainbow after the storm. 10 of Cups. You can almost feel the breeze blowing. Flags are waving. The cloaks are blowing in the wind. The hair blowing in the wind. This is after the storm. 9 of Cups. It's like the celebration of a marriage. You have the dancers dancing, entertaining, the guy playing the mandolin or whatever that is, the exotic woman dancing, everyone sitting around feasting. It's like the wedding reception. 9 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Is that Merlin walking towards Stonehenge? Seven. That was 8 of Cups. This is, oh, that's Arthur. Okay. It's really nice when you have the artist on and she can, let us know what's going on. Look at this. That is beautiful. All of the different possibilities. 7 of Cups. Oh, King Arthur's marriage. Maybe that's Merlin. I'm not sure. It's either Merlin or Arthur. I thought maybe it might be Merlin. And you have the 6 of Cups. You have the ancient sage attempting to teach the young man. He's like, I think I know it. I know it all. What are you going to tell me, old man? You're old. What do you know? Alchemist. These cards are gorgeous. 5 of Cups. Four of Cups. Number 6 is they're saying, Father, will you give your blessing? 3 of Cups. That is one handsome prince right there. She looks very concerned. 2 of Cups. This is Ace of Cups. And we are now in Sacred Circle. This is a representation of indigenous. So we have the King of Sacred Circles. This is Julie's version of the pentacles or coins. Very much earth element. Queen of Sacred Circles. And I very much, I like the use of an older woman in this one. So this is Woodlands post-contact. We have an elder woman as the queen of sacred circles. You know, usually we see queens and kings, for that matter, you know, at least represented by someone who's maybe middle-aged, maybe late 30s, middle-aged. This is much older. That's beautiful. Represents the ancientness. Got a moon calendar back there. Moon phase. Prince of Sacred Circles. Got his peace pipe out. Princess of Sacred Circles. She almost reminds me of the same woman in the Temperance card. And there was another card. Was it the moon? The moon and a Temperance card? Not mother and child. My little corn husk baby. Ten of Sacred Circles. Little domiciles. Each card is a beautiful story and meditation, so many elements to focus on, so much to spark your intuition and imagination. That's 9 of Sacred Circles. 8 of Sacred Circles. That looks like a very dignified young woman right there. Could be a young man, I'm not sure, but creating hand drums. 7. And this card right here is making me hungry. You have your squashes, your legumes, your corn, your fish. Some fruits and berries. Bread. I'm hungry now. Thank you, Joy. You've made me hungry. That's gorgeous. 6 of Sacred Circles. I'm a little punchy right now. It's beautiful. Almost reminds me of prayer flags. Tibetan prayer flags. I love the glow. Oh, just like this deck. I am so excited that it's been rebooted. 5 of Sacred Circles. You can almost imagine yourself being out on that cool, crisp winter night, hearing your feet crunch, your moccasins crunching in the snow, visiting people in their domiciles where it's nice and warm and cozy. 4 of Sacred Circles. This reminds me of like a young shaman conjuring up, connecting. Tobacco ties were like prayer cloths, gifts, offerings of prayer. There you go. Okay, that's kind of close. Yeah. That spirit is coming out to give a message, traverse the dimensions. Ah, I never noticed this before. Look at that. Oh, this is gorgeous. And that's the beauty of having larger cards. You notice, let's see if I can find this. You notice things within the cards that you didn't notice when they're smaller. Well, you know, especially if your eyes are over the age of, say, 35. Little minute details you don't pick up on. It almost looks like a bear. You almost see the outline of a bear and the outline of like a warrior, of a dancer. And then over here, I see like an eagle. And even though that could be the eagle's other wing, and almost someone riding on the back of the eagle. That was 3 of Sacred Circles. This one is 2 of Sacred Circles. So the feather. the stars, with the galaxy, the universe, the Milky Way, the bear, bear magic. There's a drum, hand drum right there. So it's like another shaman card. And last but not least, Ace of Sacred Circles. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. So that was our walkthrough of the reboot to 2000, I think it's 2019 or 2018, I'm not sure when this was republished. What does this say? 2019, yes. 2019. Ancestral Path Tarot by Julie Cuccia-Watts. Please check out her website, New Moon Trading Co. newmoontradingco.com. Can purchase an autograph. It was published 1996, 2013, and now 2019, as Julie lets me know. And thank you, Julie, because I have been waiting and waiting. So this is the original, the smaller version. You see it's almost 2 inches larger, almost, maybe like 1.5 inches, 2 inches in height, and 1.5 inches in width. It's huge. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Get your copy from Julie. It's always good to support artists directly. And there you go. Oh, here's the box. Back of the box. The World. Published by U.S. Games. There you go. And again, go to Julie Cuccia-Watts' website, newmoontradingco.com. All right, guys, I have to get going. I love you much. Thank you so much for being here. I know I forgot to do the chimes when we began, but better late than never. Let's take a moment to take a nice deep centering breath. Let's remember our ancestors and all who have come before us. I wish you peace and great bliss. This is Tamina, Priestess Heart. Much love, much love. And until next time, keep going.